Hello, my name is Newbold, and for me, one of the hardest aspects of special needs parenting has been that one of my children is non-verbal. Toby has never been able to tell me how his day has been, or where it hurts when he's not feeling well, or even what he's thinking, and that's a constant frustration for him, but also for me as his mum. When you've got no voice, it's easy for other people to ignore you and to assume that your feelings and your thoughts just don't matter. It's easy to assume that just because someone can't talk, they don't understand everything that's said either. But being non-verbal is much more than just not being able to express what you need or what you want. We all form relationships with each other through being able to share our ideas, our thoughts, our observations and our reflections on every single aspect of life. When someone you love has never been able to take part in a conversation, they miss out on so much, and so does the rest of the family. However, just because Toby doesn't talk, it doesn't mean that he can't communicate. Actually, he's got very strong views on what he likes and what he doesn't like. And over the years, he's developed 100 different ways of showing us what he thinks. However, recognising every one of his communication methods takes a lot of patience, years of practice, and a determination from the rest of the family to never give up trying. I'm so glad we kept going because now he manages to tell us so much. These are the 5 ways in which he mostly communicates. First of all, his facial expressions. Now, they're relatively easy to work out. He can exude joy and happiness or sadness and hurt very easily indeed. He's also got a great mischievous look, and then you know that he's just about to be up to no good. Less obvious are the expressions he makes to show that he simply doesn't believe a word you're saying, that he's bored stiff, or worst of all, that he's been hurt by someone saying negative things about him, believing that he didn't understand. Next, we look for body language. Is he agitated, or is he holding himself in a confident and proud way? Is his body language showing that he's angry or hurting? I can't read it all, but he still manages to tell me a lot. He also uses his voice. Now, he can't use it really to form words, but he can shout in a dozen different tones, and he can laugh and giggle, or he can just make happy noises, as well as noises that mean, "Oi you, turn round, I'm here, acknowledge me, please." They're the ones that he does in shops when strangers have given him dirty looks. That's quite funny. Toby can also point to make choices, and he can turn his head to show that he doesn't like what you're saying. We use photos and pictures with him a lot too. He can pick up a photo and urgently gesture it towards me, or he can dismissively pick up a photo and drop it on the floor. Both indicate huge meaning about what he wants and what he doesn't. If someone's annoying him, sometimes he'll actually go and fetch their coat, give it to them, and then wave goodbye. That's pretty clear too, and over the years he's given quite a lot of therapists, clinicians and social workers that sort of treatment in our house. But then again, he also gives the very best hugs in the world to the people that he really values. Toby can't talk, but he can think and he can understand and he can feel. And he's got very strong opinions about things too. When somebody is non-verbal, it's up to the rest of us to find ways to listen and learn what they're saying silently. And what they're saying is just as important as what anybody else says. Thank you.